Morning guys, welcome to the channel. We are still waiting on the gaskets to come in for the 4Runner, so that project is on hold. We should have them on Monday though, so that project will be wrapped up soon, but in the meantime we're just going to do some Powerstroke stuff. Obviously you see the 99 here behind me. We are going to do a cold start on this guy, and we're going to also compare it to another vehicle that I'm going to have for a few days, actually from the shop, and that is this guy right here. This is a 2017 F-250 with the 6.7, of course. This guy, we are just making sure that the fuel system is all cleaned out on it. It had a little bit of contamination in the diesel tank, which is not good on these high pressure pumps. So we are just going to be test driving this thing for a few days to make sure it's okay and good for it to get sold. So we're gonna have a little fun with this guy. We're not gonna do anything crazy. We're just gonna kind of do a general walk around, talk about, you know, maybe some differences between this 2017 truck and the 1999 behind us. Some things have changed, some things maybe haven't so much. So we're gonna cold start each one, let you hear the difference there, and then, you know, do some other little driving around looky-loo type stuff with them. You know, we're gonna go fill the new truck up with some nice fresh truck stop diesel, put a little fuel additive in it, and then you know, just kind of tell you what I think about each one. Now we are going to be doing a full walk around of, I keep telling y'all, promising you this, we're going to talk about this truck because there's a lot to talk about. You know, this truck is completely stock, the 2017, nothing done to it, but this guy, we've got a lot to talk about, so stay tuned. Alright, so we are done with the gym, and now we are going to head out and put some fuel in this big guy right here. Some similarities you might notice between this truck and, let's say, an F-150. From here to here, exactly the same truck. That is a good thing in my opinion. I think that's gonna, you know, down the road, parts availability is gonna be, you know, super easy as far as getting you know, used parts, cheaper aftermarket parts, and plus the F-150 cab is just fantastic. There's tons of room in there. Let's see if it's unlocked, and we'll get it, we'll kind of show you here. Oh, also, cool thing that this truck does, hold down the unlock button, windows go down. I'm not sure if my F-150 does that. I've never tried it. So, but you got a huge amount of room in the back here, never mind the box, but the legroom back here is ridiculous. And you of course have these handy dandy, which is not gonna go up without that seat being up, but this nice little storage cubby kind of separator thing. That's pretty nice. And the perfect length bed in my opinion. This is a 6 3/4 foot bed, which is, everything fits. It's perfect. You know, 8 might be a little long unless you're driving a dually, but you know, on the F-150 I've got a 5-foot bed, and I can't tell you how many things just don't fit back there, and I've got to leave the tailgate down and put a bunch of straps. This is just right. You know, it's the Goldilocks bed length. So let's go ahead to the fuel station. We're going to go to our local neighborhood truck stop, and we are going to put a couple of squirts of this stuff in here to hopefully get the injectors behaving as they should. So one other thing that needs to be talked about is just how damn big the new truck is. So we got a tape measure here. So you're looking at 28 inches of step-in height. This is a stock 4x4, no lift, nothing. You know, people are already lifting these things. Carly already has a great lift kit out. It's very expensive, like all the Carly stuff, but it's very nice. Only lifts the truck 2-3 inches, and that's all you need. I mean, look at these wheel wells. I mean, look at how much room you have. I mean, you can already slap much bigger tires on this thing out of the box. So let's compare that to my F-250, which is, keep in mind, this truck probably has 3 or 4 inches of lift on it. I'm not exactly sure how much lift, but it is lifted and it's on 35s. So look at that, 28.5. So this truck with tires that are 2 or 3 inches bigger than stock, and then, you know, 3 or 4 inches of lift, roughly the same height as the new truck. The new trucks are so big, which I'm not complaining. It's really cool, but you know, some people might have a hard time stepping into them without some running boards. So just something to keep in mind. All right, so one thing that you are definitely going to notice about this truck versus, let's say, my F-250, is that it's a lot quieter. You know, oh, hopefully we're going to see how shaky this video comes out. So the ride is obviously very stiff because it's a heavy-duty truck. That's why we're getting so much shaking. But you know, again, compared to my truck, a whole lot quieter. It's very similar to the F-150 because, again, same cab, lots of great insulation, affords, you know, quiet glass, all this nice stuff that contributes to a very un-HD experience. I mean, maybe the Ram rides a little bit better, but the Ram is noisier. The Ram is noisier in a good way, though, because you get to hear that straight 6 Cummins, which is, in my opinion, a great, fantastic motor. You know, it's probably better than this one, honestly, just because it doesn't have as many issues when you do the right things to it. So, anyways, nice and roomy in here, nice and quiet. The ergonomics of this truck are very nice. The brake controller is right here. We're, you know, in front of your right hand where it should be. Chevy has fixed that. You know, Chevy's used to be over here, and Chevy's moved it where everybody else puts it. So, and that's new for 2018 or 19, I think. It's got the nice big tow mirrors, which I like. You know, they're better than the Ram mirrors in a lot of respects. You know, you got 12-volt ports and all this kind of stuff all over the place. Nice big center console, you know, plenty of storage room in here. I don't necessarily love the center seat being here. I'd much rather have a flow-through console, but you don't get that until you step up to like an FX4 package. I think you can get that, you know, with the XLT. It is an additional option. It's just something that we don't buy, and I think it starts becoming standard on the Lariats and on up. So, all right. So for this current generation 6.7 liter Powerstroke, we are looking at 925 pound-feet of torque and 440 horsepower, which is absurd. I mean, everyone is up in those numbers now. Chevy, Ram is probably the lowest technically, but I mean, I can't imagine what this truck is going to get with just a little bit of tuning, you know, deleting all the exhaust stuff off of this. We're not going to be towing with this vehicle, this go-around at least. I don't really have any towing work to do right now. So, but I mean, I've towed with the 6.7 Ram before. I've towed kind of a similar setup to what we've seen me tow before, you know, the flatbed with a Land Rover on it. You don't know it's there. These trucks are so capable now. I mean, you're looking at this truck in the right configuration, not necessarily this configuration, but in the right configuration, you're knocking on 30,000 pounds of towing. You know, obviously, you know, to do that, you want a dually and, you know, maybe just an extended cab to hit those high numbers and the right gear ratio. But I mean, you're never gonna be underpowered. You're always gonna feel comfortable at those higher weights. And I mean, this truck has an exhaust brake as well built in, which is, you know, a fantastic thing to have. It's, you know, just they do it with the variable range turbo. It's not a true Jake brake, but yeah, I mean, this is light years from the 99. You know, I still love the 99 for a lot of reasons. We're going to talk about those, but this truck is something else entirely. All right, so we're going to kind of show you guys, you know, it's a nice ergonomic cab, but one of the more important things, and I'm hoping you can see all these gauges, right? If you look in the top right, we have a nice little turbo boost meter. And the crazy thing about this, and I guess I've noticed this on the Ram and other trucks too, is just how easily these things spool up. I mean, this thing will get up to 20 psi like it's nothing. Now, granted, that is where it stops, more or less. The wastegate is, I guess, designed to open at 20, and that's, you know, probably for long-term reliability, you know, drivability, efficiency, all this kind of stuff. But I mean, you see we're doing, let's slow down a little bit to around 45 or maybe 40, nice and easy. And then let's just give her, yeah, we'll do 45. Let's just give her a little bit of throttle here. It's about half throttle. She downshifts like it's nothing. Very smooth. Nice linear power delivery. Transmission, that was a smooth downshift. So a lot to like here. I don't know why we're on the trailer display mode, but let's kind of might need some def here soon. Yeah, very nice instrument cluster. This is not the nicest cluster you can get. There's one with a bigger screen that is even nicer. So same goes for this. This is just a little baby infotainment, but still does a pretty good job. So we're about to head out to dinner with the family. So we, I think, are gonna, oh man, kind of close to your charger. So we are gonna end the video. You know, if you guys are stopping in for the first time, hit the like button down below. That's a big help to me. Even bigger help is if you go ahead and subscribe to the channel. We're gonna have more content coming out pretty regularly, especially with some trips that we have coming up. So we will see you guys next time.